All right, all right, all right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, brothers and sisters all over the world. Kakas and dadas and kakas all over the world. I'm talking to each and every one of you all over the world. The name of this channel is The African Times, and I'm Thomas. All right, everybody, we're going to continue a little political coverage here. This is what you're about to see is a clip of an interview with John Bolton. I think that's his name, John Bolton. He was a member of President Trump's cabinet, I believe. Either way, he was one of the officials in the U.S. government not too long ago. And he's making some comments about a government who is violating the human rights of people and who's doing bad things to its citizens. And he's talking pretty harshly about them. The only problem I'm having with what he's saying, I can't figure out if he's talking about the United States government or is he talking about the Chinese government. I can't tell. I want you to listen to it and you tell me in the comments whether you think he's talking about something China is doing bad to its people or is it something the United States is doing to its people. People who look like you and me. So take a listen, and check it out and let me know in the comments. All right? All right. Talk to you guys soon. Uhuru. Uhuru. Uhuru.
Created social metrics so that the state can rate each of its citizens. It has pursued policies of cultural genocide against the Uyghurs in Xinjiang province, and it's repressed religious freedom throughout China. As we speak, it is violating the joint Sino-United Kingdom agreement concerning the handover of Hong Kong, which committed Beijing to a 50-year obligation to maintain a one country, two systems policy. Just yesterday, it jailed four of the most significant leaders of the democratic movement in Hong Kong. It's clearly moving to suppress any incipient freedom of thought outside the Communist Party. And that's just what it does on an average day domestically. Internationally.
All right, all right. You got a chance to hear a few of the comments by our good brother, Mr. Bolton. He was I looked him up to see what he is. He was the National Security Advisor not too long ago, a few years back. National Security Advisor to the United States. And the good brother, he was making a few comments, one of which he said, this particular government that he was talking about, and I believe it's China in this case, allegedly was, crushing freedom of expression, not allowing the people to express themselves, allegedly, with whatever they felt like was being done to them by the government, and the government was crushing their ability to express themselves, freedom of expression. Did you see those headlines before? As he was actually talking, I was playing some headlines. You see those? You see that? It's crushing expression of the people here. People that look like me and you. And then he was talking about genocide. Genocide. Did you see the headlines of what was happening here in the United States? Bombing churches, killing children in churches now. Churches. The institution designed for peace and love and, bombing the churches. Innocent people, no weapons, no churches. Those are just a few of the headlines. You see, they say people will be lynched, thousands, race riots. Judge, he talked about the government collaborating, working together to be against the people. Well, you see the headlines, the judges. In fact, there's government signs the bill for, ban segregation. Well, if you had not instituted segregation, you wouldn't have to sign a bill to stop it. But yet, Mr. Bolton, has time to talk about these issues allegedly taking place someplace else and condemning those people in their government for things taking place someplace else when the very things here are happening now. See, civil rights, fighting for your civil rights, that was back not too long ago, 60 years ago. But what? Black Lives Matter today. You see? So you still pursuing action to stop the government to be against you. So let's listen to a couple more of the things this good brother has to say. Hold on.
Just looking at China domestically, I wouldn't describe it as a communist country anymore. I think it's just a good old-fashioned, thoroughly authoritarian country.
Right. All right. We're back. Our good brother, he just said that he wouldn't call China a communist country anymore. He said it's just a good old-fashioned authoritarian country. Good old-fashioned authoritarian country. I guess what that means is, they just dominate and rule and tell everybody, it's this way and it's that way and this way. Now, what I find interesting about that, and I want you guys to start thinking about this in this way and understanding that you have to do some comparison, some compare and contrast with the information that you're getting. So he says, good old-fashioned authoritarian country. Let's look at something. I talked to you before about duality in the United States. You gonna be Democrat? You gonna be Republican? Okay. You get those two choices. You didn't pick them. I didn't pick them. No, those two choices were here. And did you vote to send weapons for the Ukraine war? Did you vote for that? I did. I didn't. Did you vote for that? Did you vote for you not to have civil rights? No, you didn't vote for that. Did you vote for you not to be able to vote? You didn't vote for that. Authoritarian, somebody told you, no, you can't vote. You're going to be over here drinking water over here because you cannot use and drink out of the same fountain we do. Did you vote for that? No, you didn't vote for that. Did you vote for the cost of college to be unaffordable? You didn't vote for that. Did you vote for health care? To go to the doctor if something happened to you? Did you vote for that to be expensive? Now, I bet if you had it up to you, if you were in charge, not authoritarian, then you probably would say, no, I don't want to pay for that. I'm sick. I don't want to pay for that. I want to go to the doctor, get the care that I need, and I don't want to pay for it because there's money from the country to cover the cost of me going to the doctor. They just pull it out of the sky and send billions over here. They got to build these planes. And threat from who? From where? You got to build these weapons because of a threat. From who? From where? From who? And then you pack up and you go over there. Everywhere else. A base, 800 bases all over the world. Over there. Why? Okay, so you see, when he's talking about an authoritarian place over there, what about the authoritarian place over here that says it's a democracy? Democracy, because the things all of us want, the majority of us want, free education, free labor, free health care, free place to live, so you can now concentrate on doing the things you need to do to develop a society. They're not there. And we all, if it's a democracy, our votes count, but we can't seem to get that. You didn't vote for war. You didn't request war, but some people told you we going over here for war. Okay, so be very careful when the people come to you and tell you, oh, over there, they're this and they're that, and they're this and they're that. Let's listen to what else this brother has to say, because, this brother, he's educating us. If you're really paying attention, he's educating us. All right, I'll be right back. Let's listen.
Natural gas. Russia, on the other hand, is a declining country. It's a one-horse economy, oil and natural gas. But since it has thousands, perhaps tens of thousands of nuclear weapons, it's a country that has to be taken quite seriously, and I think we do. It is under the rule of another authoritarian leader, Vladimir Putin, who I think is unfortunately, playing a weak hand very well.
All right, we're back. All right, so there you have it. He laid it out pretty nicely. He said that right now that Russia is a declining power. Well, doesn't that sound familiar to you? Everybody knows right now that the West, the W's, the capitalist regime, the West, the United States, as the solo dominant power, is in declining right now. And it's happening all over the world. The people are fed up with the harsh capitalist system, the capitalist economic system that's oppressing people all over the world is in decline. It's only been dominant for maybe 100 years or so. And now it has come to an end. Okay? So when he's talking about them, no, he's educating you. He's talking to you about the situation in the U.S. He's just putting some sugar on it, some icing to distract you from the fact that that is what is happening here. So they blame somebody else. They wrote many books on it back when I was in college years ago, blaming the victim. They're saying to redirect you to focus on those people having problems when it's the United States empire that is collapsing. But listen to what he said. He said also, but since they have many nuclear weapons, then, we have to respect them. Well, that's what people are saying about the United States. See, they don't want to follow along with the United States international policy, foreign policy. They don't want to follow along with that. They don't agree with it. They have different values. They have their own culture, their own ideas. But the United States has many, many nuclear weapons. So you have to what? You have to respect them. You have to, kind of deal with them. The problem is the other places have nuclear weapons too. And that is why they put together the nuclear non-proliferation policy, right? So in other words, we got them all. So we're going to stop you from having them so we can maintain what? Dominance and control. All right? Now, this is what they do. So no big deal. All right. And then what else did he say? Because remember, this brother's put down educational jewels, right? Educational jewels. He's telling us, all right, now they're being led. He's talking about Russia now. He's saying they're being led by, authoritarian and all of this. Well, I told you before, it really doesn't matter whether it's Clinton, Reagan, Bush 1, Clinton, Bush 2. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. They just put that person in front of you to lead the group of what they're doing. That's all. And then remember, he said in a belligerent behavior. You do recall belligerent behavior. What did this dude say? Trump. Oh, the a-hole countries. The a-hole countries. Talking about Africa. Belligerent and hostile behavior. Belligerent, calling the countries a-holes. You don't do that. You're leader of the world. You respect these people. But then you go over there and you what? You bomb people. You bomb them. Then you put up proxy wars where you say, well, we're not bombing them, but those people over there, we're helping them. We're giving the bombs to them. They're bombing them, but they're our bombs. We gave it to them. Do you understand? Then you have to understand something. When he says, well, they're trying to do something in the China Sea and they're going right next to their area. They're trying to control, the South Asia area. Well, if you know the history of the United States, the doctrine, I think they call it the Monroe Doctrine, for the Monroe president. I can't remember his name, or the Woodrow Wilson Doctrine, whatever. But I believe it's the Monroe Doctrine. Whatever it is, the point is, South America, those people down there, they are dominating them, saying, well, this is our backyard. That's what the Monroe Doctrine is, or whatever it's called. It says that because that's in, an area near to North America, the United States, then they're going to protect that like it's their area. Not protect it to help those people, but take control of it, dominate it, and then say, since it's our dominated, colonized land, anybody who comes over there and tries to help those people become free and independent is an act against us. So that's our backyard. We're going to protect it. Not the people, not for goodwill, not for humanity, but we're going to protect our dominance and control over that area. So these are the things that they do, but they just redirect your focus into somebody else and say what those people are doing when they're doing the exact same thing. And I'm not saying that those people are doing that. I'm saying this is what they're redirecting you and telling you what those people are doing. Those people may not be doing that at all. Okay? So I just wanted to let you know that these are the kind of things that are up here popping up around with our good brothers and sisters here, the W's, and how they present to you a duality. They talk certain things, but the actual practice is usually the opposite. All right, guys, hope you found that enjoyable, educational, and in some way helpful. All right, we'll talk to you soon with another political moment. All right, take care. Love you all. Uhuru, uhuru, uhuru.